Welcome, graduates, friends, and family, to the Kresge College 2025 Commencement Ceremony.
Bienvenidos, graduados, familiares y colegas a la ceremonia de graduación del Colegio Kresge del 2025.
بشأن ثلاثون تكلم خرجان ديان وخورني ونشوثي اللي مخرجت كلية كرزجي بشات 2025 Free Palestine.
Բարի գալուստ, ուսանողներ, ընկերներ և հազարատներ Kresge համալսարանի 2025-ի ավարտական արարողությունը Free Artsakh and Free Palestine.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mayanthi Fernando, and I'm proud to be the provost of Kresge College and also a professor of anthropology. And just a quick word before we begin. You are all getting a colored card that's going to make its way down to you. Red, orange, yellow, and blue. Hold on to that card. It's a very important part of the ceremony. I'm going to say more about that later, but just take a card and pass it down and then hold on to that card. So as an anthropologist, and I said I was an anthropologist for a reason, as an anthropologist, I know that the formal ritual of a ceremony matters, and I want to begin our ceremony with a formal land acknowledgement. Land acknowledgements are a way for those of us who are not Indigenous and who are guests on this land to partake in a long-standing Indigenous cultural protocol of recognizing and honoring the enduring relationship between the land and its Indigenous peoples at the beginning of a community gathering. The land on which we gather as a community this evening is the unceded territory of the Awaswa-speaking Yupi tribe. The Amamutsun tribal band, comprised of the descendants of Indigenous people taken to missions Santa Cruz and San Juan Bautista during Spanish colonization of the Central Coast, is today working hard to restore traditional stewardship practices on these lands and heal from historical trauma. A land acknowledgement is not only for ceremony, however, but also for action, and I encourage us all to learn more about what we can do by going to the Amamutsun website. I also want to acknowledge that we are living in dark times right now, that many of us are outraged and scared about what's happening in LA, in Minnesota, in other parts of the US, in Palestine, Israel, Iran, Ukraine, and beyond. I come from a country torn apart by civil war. I know how important moments of light are in the darkness. I hope this commencement ceremony can be a moment of light, an evening of light, of celebration, and joyful resistance against darkness as we work for a brighter future together. Next, I want to recognize, and you can clap for that, this is a moment of joyful resistance. This is a moment of joyful resistance against the darkness. Next, I want to recognize my colleagues on the stage whom you've had as teachers and mentors and are here to celebrate with you. And again, because ceremony matters and because commencement is a ceremony of initiation into a distinguished educational community, I'm going to read not just their names, but also their formal titles. I want you to know who's up here with you to celebrate with you. So I'm just gonna, you don't have to you don't have to get up or anything. I'm just gonna tell you who's up here. Dr. Cynthia LaRive, Chancellor of the University of California, Santa Cruz. Kathy Cooney, Interim Director of Kresge College. Dr. Ben Leeds Carson, Professor of Music and former Provost of Kresge. You're going to be clapping a lot, so I'm going to keep reading. Dr. Ronaldo Wilson, Professor of Literature and Creative Writing. Dr. Rebecca Braslau, Professor of Chemistry. Dr. Phil Hammock, Professor of Psychology. Dr. Sim Schneider, Associate Professor of Anthropology. Dr. J.J. Dinashak, Associate Professor of Philosophy. Dr. Gage Dayton, Director of the UC Santa Cruz Natural Reserves. Dr. Akira Bradley Armstrong, Vice Chancellor for the Division of Student Affairs and Success. Dr. Laura Arroyo, Associate Vice Chancellor for Colleges, Housing, and Educational Services. Lenora Wilson, Executive Director of African, Black, Caribbean Student Success and Interim Director of Services for Transfer, Reentry, and Resilient Scholars. Daryl Jones, Kresge faculty. Susan Watros, Kresge faculty. Karen Yamashita, Professor Emerita of Literature and Creative Writing. Janet Saya, STARS Program Coordinator. Dr. David Gordon, Associate Director of Transfer Partnerships in the Division of Student Affairs and Success. And Sarah Radoff, Graduate Coordinator in the Department of Education and former Director of STARS. I also want to recognize the staff, student staff, and volunteers who are not on stage with me, but have made this commencement possible. And I want to give a special shout out to Maria Castillo, our very own Maria Castillo. Next, I want to recognize and honor the families who have gathered with us this evening to celebrate this milestone with their student. I want to recognize the sacrifices that many of you have made: time, energy, money, the heartache of having your child or grandchild far away, the many miles you have driven or flown to be here today. I want to recognize how incredibly important this moment is for you, and to thank you for your commitment to your student and to their education. So thank you. Finally, I want to recognize you, the graduating class of 2025. Each of you is unique. Each of you is unique, but I want to recognize three big communities here this evening, and I know that these are not mutually exclusive. First up, I want to recognize the students who came here as first years, bright-eyed and full of wonder. Some of the faculty up here had you in their core course, experiencing college for the very first time. Well, you made it to the end. Congratulations. Next, I want to recognize the transfer students here tonight. You may have noticed a number of folks on stage involved in transfer success. That is not an accident. We wanted to recognize you as a community, recognize your commitment to your education, and celebrate your hard-earned success with you and your loved ones. Congratulations. And finally, I want to recognize the first-gen students. What an enormous and inspiring accomplishment to be the first generation in your family to graduate college. I want to recognize how difficult that may have been at times, the imposter syndrome many of you might have felt, and all the work you did to get you to this point. I am honored to be the one handing you your diploma. Congratulations. In fact, I'm honored to be the one handing all of you your diplomas. This is the most important event of the year for me as a provost and professor, the moment when I am proudest to be at the University of California, Santa Cruz, a premier public institution dedicated to serving all students with or without financial means, in-state and out-of-state, domestic and international, documented and undocumented. This is the proud tradition of the University of California itself, and I am grateful to be sharing this moment of solidarity with you and your families, especially in this moment. And with that, I want to turn to the faculty and student speaker part of the evening. I'm still going to be on stage to say all of this. So because we're Kresge, with our proud tradition of participatory democracy, we are going to do things a little differently with our student and faculty speakers. Dr. Ronaldo Wilson is our faculty speaker, and he is a distinguished poet and professor of poetry here at UC Santa Cruz. Instead of having one student speaker, Dr. Wilson has crafted a collaborative poem with students from his poetry class, many of whom are amongst you today as graduates. So rather than one student speaker, you will hear many students speaking with Dr. Wilson, yet all together as one. No kings here. This means that you will be speaking too. This is what your color card is for. Does everyone have a card? No? What? The students, does all the students have a card? Okay, all the students have a card. Thank you, Ronaldo. No, you don't all have cards? What happened? Did we run out of cards? There's cards there. Okay, get a card while I'm saying all of this. It's gonna be fine. You can share. So this is what your color card is for. You will be reciting the lines that are in boldface on the poem side of the card. So in boldface front. So please study those cards now. This is your last test of your college career. Dr. Wilson will say more in a minute, and so I want to introduce him formally. Dr. Ronaldo V. Wilson is professor and director of the creative writing program at the University of California, Santa Cruz. He is an award-winning poet, interdisciplinary artist, academic, and author of 6 collections of hybrid and experimental works spanning poetry, fiction, mixed genre theory, performance, and digital sound and visual art. He's also a beloved and dedicated teacher of undergraduate students, and it is truly an honor to have him here this evening with a bespoke, collaborative poem, a gift, just for you, titled One of Us. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Ronaldo V. Wilson.
Hi, you have your cards. Don't worry, those of you without cards, you have your Inviso cards. See through to your souls. Greetings. What a pleasure. I'm going to put this down. All right, got it. Greetings. Greetings. Hello. Hello. What a pleasure to be invited to be the 2025 Kresge College Commencement speaker and to be with all of you. This is such an incredible honor, and as Provost Fernando has articulated, I invite you to join together in this remarkable occasion through a collaborative poem and performance which includes all of us here today. Please bear with me for a moment while I explain to you how this will all work. As Professor Fernando has articulated, I'd first like to remind the graduating Kresge seniors to take a moment to close read your poetry cards. They are red, yellow, orange, and blue. Kresge seniors, your part in this performance is to read out loud the bold-faced print on these cards when I cue you to do so. That's the fatter script. I'd simply say something like, hey red, or hey orange, yellow, or blue when it's your turn. And my dearest audience, family, friends, and all of you, you also play a critical role in our collaborative poem, so I'll call on you too. I'll say something like, hey audience, repeat after me, leading you along through your participation, so your job is to listen closely and have fun as you respond out loud. Right? So everyone, please take a deep breath, get ready. Imagine me as a kind of Kresge College graduation day poetry conductor. And when I call on you to speak, if I go like this, that means get loud. And if I go like this, that means lower to quiet. Shh. As I will be reading the poem, parts of the poem in between your parts. Let's do a quick sound check, okay? All right, this is a sound check. Kresge seniors, have your cards on the ready to be read. Let's go. Hey red, say red. Red. Hey orange, say orange. Orange. Hey yellow, say yellow. Yellow. What? Hey blue, say blue. Blue. What? Hey audience, say we. Say audience, say we. We, audience, we. Okay, we're about to start. One of Us, a collaborative poem on the occasion of the Kresge Commencement ceremony by Ronaldo V. Wilson and UCSC's Senior Poetry Project Seminar, Spring 2025, featuring its audience, you. Hey audience, repeat after me. One of us. One of us says. One of us says. One of us says. One of us says, so tell me again about how the best and the brightest became a metonym, as in who stands in. Hey Kresge, red, get ready to read. Study. Look at that bold-faced red. For the first time. One more time. For the first time. Do you feel warm? Blue, green skies and colorblindness? Student to student, shoulder to shoulder, cap and gown today. Tall and steady, you studied, worked hard in the unsteady din, body curved, at the desk beat slugs, night armor. Sun gray, shellless being, once so tired, and now go beyond the lights of your wide eyes. Hey audience, repeat after me. One of us, one of us, one of us, one of us understands. Audience, one of us understands. One of us understands. One of us understands. One of us understands. Hey yellow, read. You write like you are rich in something it's impossible to be rich for. We can't teach such complexities. This insight level of turn, at least I can't. You sport dignity, love unbound. So much respect, you're educated in all your knowing. You knew you'd get here. You learn this faith not from faculty, staff, or book, equation, or form, theory, or proof, but the sound maybe before you came to UCSC. Hey audience, whisper, one of us sees, one of us sees, one of us sees, one of us sees, one of us sees. Hey audience, whisper with me. Hey audience, one of us sees, one of us, hey audience, go. Now, an ocean is spilling out of me. What does it mean to be ready when what's no longer inaccessible is? Class disarrays as blunt social capital unfixes, to fly into one's transcendence, to want all the smoke I can ask for. In this collaboration, 22 poets in my Lit 190 Senior Poetry Project Seminar gifted some of the language that makes up this poem's shore. Shh, hey orange, it's almost your time. Get ready. Hey orange, who are you? Hey orange, read. Teddy, Judah, Gabriel, Jack, Molly, Isabel, Mahina, Arabella, Jesse, Arba, and Alicia, Santiago, and Karen, Allie, Zoe, Logan, Belle, and Opal, Artemis, Marina, Emma, Danielle. Whoa! How these poets turn with nuance, never nonsense, to now sense. We make language one by one of us helps the other, one as I've seen you with my own eyes. Kresge, class of 25, rise up. You grown, post up, come through. What can we teachers say now but yes, one of us crafts. You have such a beautiful way of reshaping. Do you feel it full and round with feeling? One of us tries to meet another to keep them alive between the office hour at a bench where color meets the impossible. To be banal is freedom. Go big into the human scale. Noting the ordinary, the daily, it's so plain, but never easy. What I call audience, it's a wall. My glibness a ploy, that short circuit celebrity. The star you resist the thirst trap. All our rights are all right here. Our speakers amplify away. One of us follows, a gold kiwi. I'm dizzy now, gonna pass out walking downtown. I tattooed a flame on the inside of my wrist. You asked what it meant, and I told you your lips brushed my skin still risen by the ink. A thick blanket, but the breeze still penetrates. Are you cold and don't want to admit it? I want you the way the clownfish wants the anemone. I want you the way the moon wants the sun. I want you the only way I know how, waiting. What a peculiar undergraduate experience. Our student loans, our student debt, dollars dried and wrung, we will not rest. Speaks to me daily, her fearlessness etched into the creases of Abuela's eyes. Su fuerza silenciada contada por una boca de un hombre. One of us is one of them. Black turtleneck and a beret suddenly materialized onto their body of brick, iron, and limestone, conduits for paranormal activity. But we're modern now, glass. One of us translates. The air whispers, will you have anything? Will you have everything? One of us will. Worry less about losing friends, rights, or lives. Graffiti about how someone's friend died at the crosswalk. No one cares, but he was my everything. One of us mourns. Wipe away my tears before the group of men walking toward my direction got too close. One of us runs. Wobbly back legs, peace and balance in her cloudy eyes. Every night she runs in toy in my mouth, slipping on the kitchen floor. There wasn't an ocean, but there was a pool we would all sneak into. Where I'm from, the silver sky speaks and the seals play under waves and bark. In Seattle, I went with my mother to look for my brother on the street. Every person sleeping or other, a possibility of the end for her. How she loved her boys. They came to this country together, a 2-year-old on her back. And my mother wailed like a baby just born, forest fires, clouds darker than coal. She holds her breath and everything stills, the smell of burning fat wafting through the grassy field. One of us makes it up. Sister, I carried you on my back. You loved it. I thought I might have just been putting you to sleep, but you are awake, relaxed. Grow up, she says. Arms crack and shift into wings. Nose hardens into a beak. Legs shed skin and become bony. You can handle it, darling. All you have to do is breathe. I am you, and you are me. I am my father's daughter. I have his Polish nose, long and stern, his high cheekbones, his face shape, his silky brown hair, his evil stare, his height. Grandma, last summer, I sanded down your old TV cabinet after letting it sit in the garage for 5 years. It smelled like a hot summer night. Reading books at your apartment felt like a chilled October evening when we came trick-or-treating, looked like a family sleepover on your living room floor. Father, I stand ankle deep in mud, my thumb pressing a telescope lens, saliva and salt fills my mouth, and I remember what made me come out here, why I'm standing barefoot in the mud beneath a full moon in a lace dress holding a telescope. I've shed many layers. I was a baby once, a self full of selves existing moment to moment. My mom's camcorder records memories distant from my mind, and her words remind me of the time she saved me from drowning in a pool where I tried to save myself. My grandmother kisses me as if she were extinguishing a fire, calming me with every kiss. She kisses me as if she is the glue holding me together. She kisses me. Hey audience, where are you at? She kisses me. Repeat after me, she kisses me. She kisses me. Repeat after me as if I am the glue holding her together. The glue holding her together. 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 Hey, Blue, it's your turn to read. All together now. My grandmother. One more time, my grandmother kisses as if history never ended. One of us shines. One of us, this is the time for everybody, students and audience. One of us shines. One of us shines. One of us shines, shine, shine. One of us shines, shines. One of us shines. One of us shines. One of us shines. One of us shines. Ruby star, tender heart. So many beat now here. So many hold you up. Your ever arc and crest, your ever pulsing flight. Kresge, class of 25, rise up. Kresge, Kresge, class, what? Say Kresge. Class of 25, rise up. Rise up. All of you shine, all of you shine. All of you shine, all of you shine, all of you shine. Thank you and congratulations, Kresge class of 25. Thank you. Congratulations, my stars. Yeah.
Okay, that was amazing. Thank you, Dr. Wilson. Thank you. And thank you to your poetry students, and thank you all for participating in that collaborative commencement poem. Rise up indeed. So before we turn to the next part of our ceremony and our graduates begin walking on stage, I just want to give you a sense of how this will work. Like I said, I'm an anthropologist, so ritual matters and doing it right matters. Graduates will receive their diplomas one by one. You'll be directed by volunteers who will be asking you to stand up by column and row, so keep a lookout for volunteers who are guiding you to the stage. You can leave your poetry cards under your chair. They're yours to keep as a souvenir if you wish. Once you get your diploma, please go back to your seat. Don't just wander off. There's much more to come. There's really fun stuff to come. Family and friends, please stay seated in your seats, and please do not walk up to the stage or block any aisles during this part of the ceremony. We have a photographer here to take photos of this incredible moment up close so that you don't have to. Feel free to cheer your student, and you can cheer loudly, but please allow every student's name to be heard. Once every student receives their diploma and is back in their seats, I will offer a few more words to our graduates, and then I will ask Chancellor Larive to officially confer your degrees. And then I will close our ceremony with one final ritual to let your friends and your families fully honor you as college graduates. And then we'll process back out, stage party first, and you can join your families and celebrate your accomplishment. So we'll begin by inviting our graduates onto the stage to receive their diplomas, and I'm going to be joined on stage here by Chancellor Larive and Kathy Cooney. And are we ready to go? A couple more minutes. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about. Actually, I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm just going to wait for you. Actually, you know, I'm going to tell you a little story. And it's a story about gifts, given that we were just given this amazing gift by our professor poet, Ronaldo Wilson. There's a really beautiful story by an indigenous scholar named Robin Wall Kimmerer, who's really fantastic. And she writes about the way in which a lot of indigenous traditions understand all beings, each of us, human and non-human, to have a unique ability, a unique gift that they offer the world. And as we line up on stage, I want you to think about what your unique gift is, what your unique ability is. And she says that in indigenous traditions, the gift or the ability that you have is also a responsibility. And so the way that the bird has a gift of song, it is the responsibility of the bird to sing. The way that stars have the gift of shining, it is the responsibility of stars to shine. And so I want you to think about not just what your gift is, your unique ability, but how that is also a responsibility to the world. And I feel like right now, you have so much to offer in terms of your gifts, and it feels very much like the world needs your gifts more than ever. So I'm really gratified and really honored to be up here with you. Are we ready to go? Really, this is truly an extraordinary moment, not just for all of you, but for all of us up here on stage as well. All right.
Alejandro Marcos Topete. Bryant Cleve Oliver. Ronak Ashokbhai Patel. Uday Nitesh Kumar Patel. Yaqub Saleh Mohammed. Michael James Serrano.
Sam Adilano. Joshua Emma de la Cruz.
Langston Fong.
Molly Grace Barrett.
John Matter. Sean Moss. Isaias Emmanuel Ruiz Gonzalez.
Daniel Granger.
Jay Jang.
Jacob Clarence Castellanos. Betty Emery Abrego. Madeline Finkel. Thomas Enriquez.
Mia Snyder. Klaus Subotina Stevenson.
Vairagya V. Iger. Kiara Calderon Maciel.
Eliana Nunez. Anashe Vartaresian.
Itzi Gomez. Safwan Ajamaya. Molly Jenkins. Sophia Hayet Lewis Musa. Sadie Denise Coburn.
Amithi Chordia.
August Dim Noe. Oliver Plath. Jude Michael Sulencino.
Gabriela Maria Arguello. Natasha Viola Janowski. Lucy Jane Kaplan. Elisa Kim Jeffries. Morgan Yvonne Jaques.
Mare Wiles.
Amanda Brooks.
Ivan Jose Serratos Navarro.
Size Liu. Aster Marie Galloway. Jasper Lynn.
Kareem Wellington.
Juho Lee. Emma Louise Dillon. Emily Brooks. Juliette Leila Hakeem. Delaney Evans.
Diego Olvera.
Naomi Sabine Delaplane Yusan. Aliyah Balange. Maya Isabella Everhart. Ashley A.In. Her. Heron Kim.
Joey Robert Raposa. Angel Navarro. Jacqueline Torres Martinez. Jody Waller.
Marco Alexis Bernal. Madeline Elizabeth Jurison. Elise Camille Lacour.
Maxfield Thompson.
Annabelle Dunn.
Jack Dylan Sims.
Sophia Marie Gastelum. Roman Gonzalez.
Gustavo Jafet Ruiz Lopez.
Sardar Abudu Kelimu.
Nicholas Hashem Peyrovan.
Annie Grace Davis.
Mila Toy Sparenberg.
Juliet Aurelia Guerra.
Sham Salem.
Philip Alexander Kovelman Otilia.
Carl Gustav Swanson.
Charlie Marion Davis.
Lily Eng.
Sarai Munoz Gutierrez.
Cheney Aaron Grover. Walter Bergstrom.
Ozan Deniz Yalaz.
Zeke Davidson. Ivan Jarrell Dayao Desiderio. Natalie Ann Salucci.
Troy William Reed.
Aliyah Katerina Flamson Rubalcava.
Alex Unger. Nayeli Carolina Vargas.
Faye Ann. Roxana Concepcion Hernandez Lara. Emily Cates. Darby Mariposa Baskin Green.
Camille Jade Nielsen. Leslie Salgado. Emily Steinbomer. Leslie Salgado.
Jesus Completo Rocha.
Kaylani Kwan. Emma Mall. Ella Jean Mullen. Catherine Grace Thompson.
Julian Benjamin Geronimo Cayenan.
Ileana L. Pride.
Daytona Lux. Charlotte Bruckner. Emily Cochran.
Logan Gill Montgomery. Jackson Jerome Phillips.
Caroline Therese Cochran.
Melise Buslat Pekar. Eli Lorraine Schweitzer.
Bianca Rose LaRussa. Sophia Kai Larson. Cassandra Zoe Kingsley. Riley Elliott. Dylan Michael Cabreros. Brianna Cardoza. Kai Luong. Sullivan Langdon Graham. Karina Leon Godoy.
Leslie Salgado. Kat Ashley Marie Stelges. Ronald Prasad.
Brian Keith Anderson.
Allison Emma Zepeda. Emily Toscano. Madison Tercios. Max Randawa Musto. Haley Lynn Shuford.
Victor Gonzalez.
Hunter Guadalupe Valdez. Amaya Walsh Saldivar.
Jennifer Kaylee Lopez. Adonis Elias Bonilla Salmeron. Priscilla Bernadette Dolan. Savannah Lee Birch.
Emily Tran.
Garrett Blake. Leah Jiao Young Tsui. Jaylen Imani Harris. Aiden Johnson. William Henoro Amparo.
Cody Brown.
Brandon Quinez. Simone White. Ryan Welter. Carolina Marquez. Jesus Antonio Molina Zepeda.
Bellamia Freire. Eliana Sofia Gabriel.
Agatha Lee Mon.
John Nolan Bentley.
Sal Wynn. Shalani Nelson. Ava Pelters. Mary Zimmerly.
Logan Barr. Emmett Liev Benarier. Jacob Lucas Ante.
Win Vu. Jakhangir Mahmudov.
Agustin Chen Chen. Spencer T. Chin. Anthony Cerruti.
Caroline Mickelson.
Wade Hatch. Una Coffey. Cheyenne Jimenez. Chad Enzo Blanco Rios. Caitlin Erin Costa.
Manu Sankapali.
Cage G. Gagan.
How Wrong Wrong. Yahir Rendon Guerra. Ediana Marie Isip.
Keith J. Gelderloos. Ian Chrysostomo. Beatrice Eliana Villaluna Herrera.
Kristen Reyes. Jamie A. Sekoch. Raul Rios Garcia.
Kenshin Sanhin Shao.
Matias Thomas Torreblanca.
Alexis Landaverde. Belle Adon Marie Kreitler. Caitlin Marabee Hindley. Elizabeth Doljanski.
Drea Renee Mazan. Kaylee Norton.
Jocelyn Renee Leinbach.
Audrey Livier Torres Padilla.
O'Brien Violet Blackwell.
Mark Oandasan Maramba.
Danelle Leanne Isan David. Alexandra Burkhardt. Olivia Holmes.
Shada Rochedier. Maxwell Cantor Schwartz Shadoshi.
Veronica River Lee Harris.
Emily C. Pineda.
Emma Rose Irvine.
Opal Jane Ratchie.
Wei Kwan Hei.
Regis Pack.
Brian Jin. Ajar Daha. Andrew Lewis Delaringa. Dajian Edward Gordon.
Nicolas Toshio Antoine Otsky. Jesse Dean Stanton.
Parker Ellers.
Ebony Belen Sanchez Contreras. Heron Rajesh.
Alexander Clemente. Aaron Varela de Guzman. Sam Beatty.
Adelina Estefania Rocha.
Taylor Joe Castle. Natalie Ann Gerber.
Ben Robin Ref. Cal H. Slatton. Ruby Sutherland Sovereign. Nadia Steffin. Emily Caroline Swem. Emma Sophia Swallander. Benjamin A. Sanchez, Jr.
Jonathan Siobhan Gutworth.
Christopher Tan Nguyen.
James A. Guth.
Emmett Lyra Thompson.
Daniel Tae-Woo Kim. Zion Kang. Senai Mehretab Araya.
Jaden Provost, Maxwell Comfort.
Kitsia Martin Gomez. Alan Lee. Emily Fabian. Alexander Thompson Barnes. Phoenix Ravi Cloutier. Evelyn Fu.
Alicia H. Sabuwala. Sky Stadler.
CJ Moshi.
Raul Moharo.
Cameron Taylor Barrett.
Ethan Connor Martin.
Kaya Marina Levin. Samuel Victor Kaplan.
Eliana Sophie Phillips.
Vahe Gaspar. Ethan Edward Clark.
Mary Villegas Mafe.
Madeline Reese Lankarani.
Kimberly Serrano Chavez.
Lula Isabella Etienne.
Elias Tamori.
Mario Escudero. Joey Longo. Kevin Kwang Duong. Diana Gabriela Hernandez. Drew Anderson. Alex Antonio Garcia Meza. Rachel Ladon. Victoria Isabel Gomez. Francisco Javier Gomez. Genesis Allison Gutierrez. Zina Hamrouni.
Chloe Natalie Navacero. Ruben Payan Morfin.
Calvin Keating Bell.
Juan Fernando Prado Morales.
Carlos David Cervantes.
William McGee. Sean Akira Donovan Okimoto.
Sophia Paz Lindsay.
Althea White. Cameron Ray Schnicker.
Madeline Inez Bautista Maurer. Mireya Yasmin Lopez.
Andres Esteban Martinez Loera. Sophia Daniela Robinet. Jamae Thomas. Michelle Ho Truong. Cassandra Noemi Ponce Ventura. Prajit Mohan.
Desiree Dolores Hoisington Torres. Maggie Grace Downs. Sierra Alexis Vargas.
Cheyenne Phyllis Reed. Buyang Sokt Utgon Bayar. Selvin Moya. Kara Elizabeth Valle Riestra.
Jenny Lee.
Brittany Wong.
Calvin Lee. Ravon Hollis. Alexander Ben Batata. Ishan Sachin Gupta.
Haley Pagador Phipps. Matthew Suharit Dumrong.
Francesca Astorga Bungali. Ruby Hirsch. Stephanie Light. Lena Hiroko Lubeck. Helwa Halum. Kwan Nawin Min Lee. Christopher Alexander Barba.
Teresa Elizabeth Sanchez de Tagle.
Tylin Lee.
Shayan Habibi.
Paige Lynn Toomey. Isabella Rico.
Paloma Carrara. Vibhavnag Prabhakar Kandasamy. Olivia Grace Helpio.
Kira Christina O'Toole. Grace Wallach.
Clara Kapiamba.
Zoe Town.
Kyla Adley Ann Escosar. Andrew Monroe Lewins.
Graciela Norma Maria Tafoya.
Carolyn Melissa Hope. Eric Mitchell Jones.
Alex Marasco.
Caitlin T. Driggett. Isabel Cassandra Cordova. Oscar Alexis Aguirre Cabrera.
Ryan Anthony Martinez.
Allison Kim.
Aaron Pennick.
Owen J. Goldberg. Benjamin Slade Davis.
Davis Parker Moore. JJ Michael Mueller.
Jacqueline Gracie.
Shaylee Jolene Lozinto Ryan.
Eileen Isabel Gomez.
Milena Pesic.
Blake Arthur Bass.
Xana Bella Cisco Handley. Max Henri Rogozinski. Raymond Naoyuki Silverman.
Aidan Eugene Santillan Greathouse. Anthony Tyler Cass.
Victor Shi. Hannah Lee Han Wang. Tani Asako Mahelani Ng.
Audrey Valencia Davies. Kylie Haywood Gordon.
Estella Mangna Ye. Ahmed Tana. Alexandru Wexler. Leslie Nicasio. Scarlett Isabel Ortega Velez. Mohammed Osama Najar.
Cynthia Alvarez. Sam Lee Elliott.
Arnold Lake Naupasi Ravan. Sanika Vivek.
Ravneet Kaur Bhatti. Antonio Arcos.
Anjani Olena Williams. Ashley Taylor Watson.
Angelo Contreras Acosta. Carolina Jimenez.
Aaron Sharif. Kaya Ray Schlag. Awit Kusering.
Angela Lanxiang Jiang.
Ashley Taylor Watson.
Angelo Contreras Acosta.
Ashley Taylor Watson.
Mildred Betty Stein. Greeley Crystal Hernandez.
Aiden Ryan Pinero. Carmen Helene Tallbear Edmonds. Randy De Sanca Pascual.
Ella Rose Eason. Amaya Cummins.
Jacqueline Sandoval Cortez.
Sotirios Koyuris. Sujit Pukit Eng. Gable Juliet Brannigan.
As the last students are making their way back to their seats, I'm just going to prep you for what's next, which is the formal conferral of your degrees. Like I said, rituals matter. And like a good anthropologist, I'm going to explain to you the purpose of this ritual. Words of conferral are formal statements made by campus leaders that mark the official moment that degrees are awarded. I will be back in a minute for another important ritual. So we're not going to close with this. I will come back for another important ritual to close our ceremony. But for now, I invite our Chancellor, Dr. Cynthia LaRive, for the formal conferral of your degrees.
Students, please rise if you are able. Graduates, by the authority vested in me by the Regents and the President of the University of California, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Science, or Music with all the rights and privileges it entails. You may now move your tassels from right to left, signifying the conferral of your degree. Congratulations and good luck.
Okay. So, to bring this wild and wonderful commencement ceremony to a close with our brilliant, brave, and delightfully unruly Kresge class of 2025, one final ritual that is a Kresge tradition. I would like all of you to stand up again, if you are able, turn around, and face your families for this important moment. You are officially college graduates. If you have not already, you may turn your tassel from right to left. Okay, we're gonna process. We're still not done, but we're almost done. We're gonna process back down the aisle, stage party first, followed by our new college graduates to formally close this ceremony. And just as a quick reminder, please pick up any trash or personal belongings. If you want to keep those poetry cards, they're yours. When exiting the venue, it is important that you exit using the center aisle so that we can ensure we get everyone out of the venue in a safe and organized manner. The venue will be closing at 7 p.m. One more, actually, you know what? One more time. Kresge class of 2025, rise up. Rise up. Thank you for attending. We are now going to process out.